oh, we know better. And of course they know better than me, and but I just felt like I wasn't heard. But my dad never said that. He never called a music director and was like, oh, tere ko gana gawana hi padega. He has never been that, and I don't think he's ever going to do it for anybody. I think sometimes I get a little selfish and like I focus on myself a lot, which you can see in the video. To be honest, I was a fat kid in school, and I had PCOD, and I had pimples all over my face. So people used to laugh.
When you talk about young achievers, Dhvani Bhanushali's name features prominently at the top. With 3 blockbuster songs, she's definitely established herself as the new age pop icon. Today we have the 1 billion wonder joining us for a conversation only on Pinkvilla. How are you?
I'm so happy.
Finally this is happening.
Finally this is happening.
We've met a lot of times. We've never had a conversation like that.
Never.
Yes, but so I have to first start by saying that listen, I've said this to 2 more people. One is Alia Bhatt and the other one is Sara Ali Khan, and I have to say this. I feel for the longest time people didn't want to take notice, or people didn't want to give, that respect to our people our age.
Yeah.
Suddenly that's changing with young achievers like you. Do you see the shift, the paradigm shift in the industry and perception shift?
I do see that shift, and I think it's a good one. I think now, since a lot of us, in the same age bracket are, trying to make it big and are succeeding at it, things are changing. People are getting more open-minded, and they're kind of accepting our views and giving it importance. So I think that it's a wonderful thing.
Dhvani, you have delivered 3 back-to-back blockbuster songs. Was there ever any point where people, like I said something where they were not really taking you seriously? Today they do, because you're the only singer from this generation to have hit that 1 billion mark with 2 songs, and it's incredible what you're doing. But have you faced that? Have you seen that, "Arey, ye log sochte ki tu bachchi hai"?
It used to happen initially that people that I've worked with used to be like, oh, we know better. And of course they know better than me, and but I just felt like I wasn't heard. And but I didn't mind it at that time because I was being shaped into what I am today. But sometimes in thoda khatakta, you're just like, why can't I voice my opinion, because I'm this control freak otherwise. But at that point I couldn't be, because they had the hold over everything, and it just annoyed me a little. But then I was like, okay, chalo theek hai, thoda aage jaake I'll be able to talk what I want to, and I'll be able to have things my way. And I think that's slowly changing.
Absolutely, that's changing. But the best thing is that we discussed this, that you hate being asked how do you feel after your song is doing so well. Like that's such a stupid question. I think you are of course happy, but do you see any change in yourself with the amount of success that you're getting? Not personally, I'm saying like in your craft. Do you think you've bettered yourself? I
think I've bettered myself, and I think I've matured, in my head. It's just been a year, but I think I've taken a leap of 5. It's crazy how I understand situations. I've become an understanding person.
Yeah.
I used to be a little aggressive and a little, annoyed by situations all the time. But I think now I've had the patience. I think I've evolved as a person, and of course I've evolved in my craft, because a year of training and everything kind of molds you.
Has stardom never hit you? What do you do to make sure that stardom never hits you? Like, you've not changed as a person despite the 1 billion mark, which is a great thing.
I feel like there's this one thing that Shah Rukh Khan said, that I'm working for a brand called Shah Rukh Khan. I am not Shah Rukh Khan. So I would just like to say that. I think it holds very true. If you do that, then I don't think you will ever get affected by it. But even if I don't, follow that concept, I've never felt like a star. And I don't think I will feel like a star, because mostly my upbringing has never been like that. I've always been taught to be grounded and, be humble about, and always remember where you come from. So I don't think it's ever going to hit me. Yeah. I always undermine myself, but I'll never
overvalue.
Yeah, overvalue ever.
But your father is he has got amazing goodwill in the industry. People who know Vinod sir, they will vouch for that. When you were debuting, like when you were making your first song, not debuting is not the correct word. There must have been immense pressure on you. Especially, people might have felt that, oh, is she getting it easier than us? But you've delivered. It becomes increasingly difficult for a person who's talented but who has those contacts. But you've delivered on those fronts. You know, you have an Alia Bhatt and Sara Ali Khan who come from lineages, but they're delivering as actors.
Absolutely.
Similarly, you have delivered. Did you sense that pressure in the beginning, and do you feel happy that you finally delivered to the audiences what you were planning to do?
I think I have a lot more to offer. I wouldn't say that I've delivered or I've arrived or something like that. But of course, I had a platform, and you know. But my dad never said that. He never called a music director and was like, "Oh, terko gana gawana hi padega."
Yeah.
He has never been that, and I don't think he's ever going to do it for anybody. I had a platform, but he said you'll have to earn it. Otherwise, you will not get it.
Yeah.
So I had to work on myself, and I had to take the training, and I'm still training, and I love it. You know, it's my passion to be a singer and then to be a pop icon. And nothing was handed to me on a silver platter. I had to work for it. And opportunities तो डॉक्टर भी डॉक्टर के बेटे के लिए create करेगा. तो ऐसे तो ऐसे तो कह नहीं सकते.
The best part is that you went on Karina's show recently, and she called you the next pop sensation. And you were like a little, yeah, I'm on my way. This is one space that Bollywood and Indians have never really ventured into.
Yeah.
You're the first person who actually is getting that recognition of being the next pop icon. How do you take that? Like, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel amazing, dude. I love this question. How does it make you feel? You know, when people call you, when people think actually, you know, you could be the pop icon. I wouldn't say that I've reached there yet, but you know, I just feel amazing because I'm creating that space.
True.
That you know, I wanted to for a very long time. We don't have a pop star in India, and I wanted to do it for the longest time, and I'm just so happy that I'm, you know, baby steps I'm taking, and you know, I'm just on my way on that journey to being one. And I really want to represent our country outside, dude. There's this hunger, and until I do that, I don't think
you'll ever feel satiated.
Yeah.
Your 3 songs have become like huge chartbusters, you know. Leja Re and Vaste, I think, did over 1 billion, and this has also become the next go-to heartbreak anthem, if I'm not wrong. It's actually more inspiring than just dealing with a breakup.
Yeah.
Was that the idea behind the song?
When we were making it, not really. You know, we never thought that. But it was, when we were making it, we always thought about women empowerment.
Yeah.
We just didn't think that it would become empowerment generally for everybody, be it a girl or a boy. You know, like in the video there's a girl, but it could be a boy. He could fall in love with, you know, a girl who had other plans in life and would leave him, and then he had to think for himself. So it's about you thinking for yourself. When you have a heartbreak, people will come and go.
Yeah.
You have to stand your path and follow it, and follow your dreams and follow your passion. That's all this song says.
Personally, how are you as a person when in love?
My papa will watch this. I'm so scared.
No, but when you are in love, I'm not asking whether you're in love right now, but when
I
you're
could
in
be.
love, I will come to that.
Could be. I'm like this normal, nice girlfriend, very loving, very kind.
What do you think is your worst habit as a girlfriend? If you had to analyze yourself, कि ये ना change हो सकता है मुझ में तो
I think sometimes I get a little selfish, and like I focus on myself a lot, which you can see in the video. That's one characteristic that I should change, I feel. Otherwise, I'm great, dude.
But have you ever dealt with a terrible heartbreak? What did you do? What was your defense mechanism?
This is what I did. I was on my path to becoming a singer.
This was back how many years ago?
2.
In the song, we see that your character is, you know, the scene where he's on the highway and you are trying to stop him.
Yeah.
Did it remind you of your own struggle back then while in the relationship?
Yeah. It's just shown differently, but this is exactly what happened.
I want to know were you crushed by it? Like, what happened?
I was crushed by it, and then I thought that abhi iske aage now what will I do? And the person had stopped talking to me, had no contact, but exactly in the video, you know, how she gets up and then, you know, just goes on to 4 years later she becomes a pilot. It took me 2 years. So the timeline is different, but it's the same story, and the process and the field is different, but it's the same story.
When you talk about these kind of songs and, you know, as life lessons, I want to know whether in the last one, which is Naja, people have really spoken about the way you have performed. In the other songs, it was more about dance and still a story. But here you really acted, and it could be seen in the emotions that you showed. Do you ever plan to become an actor or take up acting?
I'm just going to say that I don't think I'm, capable enough of doing a 3-hour film yet. I think I will take some training and some molding and some advice. And I want to pick up the right project that says something, that makes me the hero.
Also a lot of thing goes about in handling trolling and bullying that happens on social media today. Have you ever been bullied when you were a kid or in school or anything?
To be honest, I was a fat kid in school, and I had PCOD, and I had pimples all over my face. So people used to laugh. I had kind friends, I had good friends, less friends, who had my back. But there's groupism always, and I used to be left out of groups a lot of times, and it was hard. But I think until 2 years ago, I was properly fat and I had issues, not but face and stuff. But I never let it bother me a lot, because I didn't think that was a very important aspect in my life. I think what I am inside was more important, and I was still confident. I was still doing my thing with less people around me and less people wanting to talk to me. But now suddenly this whole thing has changed.
Turned around, yeah. It's a 180-degree turn.
Totally. And
do you meet those people who made comments that you maybe have they reached out to you, said something nice now? Do you think that's a validation that you are getting?
I don't require validation from people who were dissing me or being mean to me back then. I don't think I would even want to talk to them if they come and try to talk to me. I'm a very real person. If I don't like you and if you've treated me bad, I'm not going to treat you bad, but I'm just not going to acknowledge you.
Which is a nice thing.
Yeah. So, I think it's pretty normal. People go through these things, and a lot of people get bullied, which is of course a bad thing. And I just feel like, be a little sensitive. It is normal, but you never know when, the point, it takes so bad that the person starts losing confidence, and, it starts harming them. So I just want to urge that, guys, please be sensitive in life, and that goes for trolling as well. Please, try to have a mind and think, if you would have gone through the same thing, if someone would have told you the same thing, how would you feel inside your heart?
But do you think that as a society we have set really high beauty standards, and if you're too slim, that's a problem. If you're too fat, that's a problem. If you have pimples on your face, it's a problem. If you're dark, it's a problem. We have terrible beauty standards, and nobody's perfect, but everybody's trying to be so perfect physically, in their appearances, that we actually tend to forget that there is so much more to a person than just that.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if you have pimples on your face. It doesn't matter if you're fat. It really doesn't matter if you're dark-skinned.
Yeah.
I think dark-skinned people are really hot, and I legit do. And you just have to be yourself, because I don't know why people even think about beauty standards.
True.
What are you even trying to prove? Why are you even trying to prove to the other person that you're this or that, you're a good person or you're a bad person or you're good looking? It doesn't matter. All that matters is you are in love with yourself, and people who love you are in love with you. I don't think the rest matter, because people are going to have opinions, and you're never going to be perfect for them.
Yeah, that's true. But what you're doing is incredible, because I started off saying that you are one of those from the younger brigade who's making people our age proud. I hope you continue doing that.
Thank you.
I hope all your songs hit billion marks.
I know, I hope we keep having parties.
Yes, and for those who don't know, she's a great dancer. And I'm waiting for this one to happen. This party.
Soon, I think. Guys, you should watch the song for that, huh?
And all the best, and thank you for this lovely conversation.
Thank
You're always
you.
sweet and
Thank
charming.
you, Nandi.
Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Dhvani Bhanushali, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Pinkvilla.